Can Ooni of Ife, Oba of Benin, Olu of Warri be removed as Emir of Kano? Nigerians are still wondering over the removal of the Emir of Kano by Kano State Governor Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje. Emir Sanusi of Kano was removed on Monday by the government of the state and a new one announced immediately to take over as Emir. The removal of the Emir is generating questions and reactions across the country and the world. The reason is that the Emir is a first-class traditional ruler in Nigeria. Some first-class monarchs in Nigeria include Sultan of Sokoto, Emir of Ilorin, Alaafin of Ibadan, Oba of Lagos, Olu of Warri, Oba of Benin, Asagba of Asaba, Obi of Onitsha, and others. They are traditional rulers with high regard from their subjects, including the governors of their states. They are respected as the custodians of cultures around the country. People resort to them to get views about cultures, and they help to sustain local cultures amidst the wave of technology and Christianity around the world. So it then baffles the mind of the ordinary man who is not in the know for a governor to wake up from one part of his sleep and depose a traditional ruler in the class of Emir of Kano. But one thing is that a line of events seemed to be following the emirs in Kano. It was learned that the great-grandfather of the Emir of Kano was deposed many years back. But can this also happen to the Emir of Ilorin, the Oba of Benin, the Olu of Warri, the Obi of Onitsha, the Alaafin of Ibadan, the Asagba of Asaba? I do not think the governors of these states and others can do what Ganduje did to their traditional rulers. I once heard of a governor who attempted it on one sometimes back. He faced the biggest challenge of his life, that he had to rethink his decision. It has never been heard of that traditional rulers are arbitrarily removed under political influence. It all shows that the traditional institution has lost its prestige and respect among people in power. I want to use this opportunity to call on all traditional rulers to respect their positions and leave politics to politicians. This is to help maintain the sanctity of the institution in Nigeria. So guys, this is the question, the same question I have been asking, because it baffles for people who do not know how all of these things work, like myself. And I've been asking that kind of question, that is it really possible, that a democratic setting, we have a hand in what is termed as tradition in our place? Is it because democracy has come, that is why a lot of these monarchs do not really have say much? Because like I said, in real sense, in those days before this, whether the British or whosoever that brought all this civilization or other people's culture, bringing it to us for us to now be practicing that kind of democracy, there was a way we were doing our things. And these monarchs in those days were so powerful. When you say powerful, when a king says something, that is the final. When a king pronounces something, that is the final. But these days it's just like they are just ceremonial monarchs here and there. You see them, some of them going for a fashion parade, going for all manner of things. Some of them being trapped in one way or the other, and some of them even slapping each other on the road. Of course, it has already degenerated to that level. Must we say because we are now following the practice of a new system or a foreign system, now we have to forget about ourselves? We have to forget everything that makes us as human beings. God created us, created everybody differently, and we are so unique in our way. Why is it that we don't even appreciate ourselves? And that is why some people will tell you, even they don't even believe in themselves, they don't even like themselves, they prefer other people. Maybe that is what they have sold into their heads. And some those who have that prestige, who know their worth, no matter what anybody tells you. Somebody will tell you, oh, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do this. This is the way you know how to do it, and nobody should tell you the other way around. Nobody should force whatever down your throat. If you believe in what you believe, you have to stand by it. But because if you don't believe and know your worth, that is why you will be tossed here and there. Somebody can tell you all cock and bull stories, making you to believe that you don't have what it takes, or you don't have that self-worth. But by the time you stand to them, say, no, 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 no. I respect you, you got to respect me. But now what we have, even Nigeria as a whole, what we have now is nothing, but we don't even know what we really want. We are just anywhere belle face. Because these guys, these people are supposed to be powerful. The monarchs are supposed to be powerful. But what do we see? I don't just understand, because I can't even see their their efficiency or their effectiveness as regards as our day-to-day lives. Everything, it has to go to the new system being introduced to us, even as a country. And that's why we are not even getting along. We are not getting along. Well, some people come and tell you, oh, our tradition is, this is our tradition, this is the way we have to do things, this is our culture. Our culture is different from all those other cultures. For the fact that we are being brought together doesn't mean that we do things in a different way. And that's why we are having problem, because we are not getting along. We are not getting along. And that's why I asked that question, that maybe that is how it's being done in other clime. In the northern parts of the country, we talk about the emir. Somebody was saying, oh, this is it's a caliphate. They have their own way of doing it. It's not really traditional or whatever. Somebody is trying to release it to Sharia and what have you, which I don't know. You can't say what you are not even, what you don't really understand categorically. And that's why this platform is there, for us to be able to, to learn from each other. What other persons know, you bring them together, and you try to get your own statement or your opinion concerning all of these lessons learned from different people, because this whole thing is really baffling. If I tell you I'm not even surprised, it's really, I will be lying. And that's why this person who wrote this article, almost Oyi Body, says, can Ooni of Ife, Oba of Benin, Olu of Warri be removed as Emir of Kano? That is the question that we all need to answer. Those who are really from Ooni of Ife side, those who are from the Oba of Benin, those who are from Olu of Warri and Asagba of Asaba, you are from those different places. You tell us what you think about this thing, because I'm just wondering that a sitting governor will just like, oh, remove this thing. Normally, traditional rulers, they are always there for as long as they are alive. But governor that is going to be there, that just people just appointed that kind of governor, after 4 years, you must pack your bag and baggage and leave. So we need to really talk on this, and let's hear what people are saying before we allow you wonderful people to contribute your own opinion, on this matter. Someone says Oba of Benin cannot be removed by a governor. That's what somebody is saying. I think this person should be from Benin Kingdom, Edo State. Another person says nobody is above the law. Either Emir, Oba, or what you call them are all subject to their state governors. And someone says some ignorant fellows still think their Oba, Emir, or Obi is greater than any government in power. I think they should go and understand the concept of power, authority, and sovereignty of any nation. Nobody is above any constituted authority. Someone says it can only happen as it did in the north, not in southern parts of Nigeria. It will never happen. Someone says any traditional rulers can be removed. Certain ones removed. Olowo Ofowo, Oba Olateru Olagbegi was removed. Oba of Benin was once banished to Calabar. So once you dash into policy, you are vulnerable. Politics, you are vulnerable. Reasons, you are vulnerable. Reasons Ooni will bless all the politicians that came to his palace without any attachment to any. Play the games according to the rules. Not all kings can be dethroned like that. No political office holder can dethrone a reverend king, cause they can't even install any. The king of Okpobo cannot be dethroned, not even by your president. Really? A PDP emir dethroned by an APC governor. But this same PDP emir worked for the removal of who he believed was a corrupt PDP president, which is Goodluck Jonathan. So human being cannot just be neutral, but be political, as indeed every one of us are political animals, one way or the other. And Oba of Emir, though is expected to be the father of all, I think the law should be amended to better protect the traditional stood of Obas and Emirs from political victimizations based on their views or leanings. Is it not even supposed to be the other way around, that Oba and Emirs can influence the removal of a bad government? Yes, this person is right. The last statement this person is talking about, that is what I'm picking. That is supposed to be the other way around, that this traditional ruler should be powerful, should be able to influence, removing any government that is not even doing well. But what do we have? It's a different ball game entirely altogether. And meanwhile, someone says here that our royalty is what we have left in Nigeria. Let's hold it well. Point of correction, there is no title like Alaafin of Ibadan. What we have is Olubadan of Ibadan. Thank you for that. Actually, traditional rulers are not supposed to be politically affiliated. They should be neutral, as you rightly said. Yes, if any does otherwise, it will be removed. That's what this person is saying, that if they do what is not right, they will be removed. So guys, these are the opinions of some people, some Nigerians, but we want to hear from you because you might know better, and let us learn vast concerning this issue, because everybody's just like, why will it be so? Why must they do that? So let us hear from you. Leave your comment below and let's have your